This lady fell out my chair while I was braiding her hair. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, I'm Pajon Monye. If you are not new here, welcome back. So as you guys can tell by the title today, I'm gonna be doing another client story time. I'm gonna be doing a story time while I get ready. So yeah, let's just hop straight into it. So guys, this story time literally just happened to me yesterday, and by yesterday I'm gonna put the date on the screen so you guys can see what date this happened. So yeah, this story time took place yesterday. So basically what happened was I put ads on Facebook Marketplace. That way I can get more clients than just my website through Google or, you know, word of mouth. So I put my ad on Facebook, and normally I get a lot of clients through there requesting to get their hair done, which is no issue, right? This is very normal. This particular client, she asked, was this available? How in the Facebook marketing you can say, is this available? And I said yes. We set up basically a time and date and everything, and she sent her $20 deposit. So cool. The next day I sent her information regarding her appointment, meaning my address and, you know, just things as far as like COVID concerns and everything like that. You know, we had a pretty decent normal conversation. Now, just background info, she set her appointment for remember guys, for Friday at 9 a.m. That is the key thing in this story. She made her appointment for Friday at 9 a.m. So it rolls around to her appointment day, and this day, yesterday, Friday at 9 a.m. that she set her appointment, I was on my way from my boyfriend's house at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I made it to my place where I do hair at around, I'm gonna say 8:45. They gave me some time to get ready for her. So typically for all my clients, I tell them, I send them a message before their appointment date just to say, hey, let me know when you're on the way. Let me know when you're about 10 minutes away. So, you know, I could just be expecting you. It's almost 9 o'clock and I still haven't heard from her yet. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, she's still in between the grace. So like, it's cool. Like, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be here soon, right? It's basically 9:05 at this point, and I still don't hear from her. Just tie this down real quick. I'm gonna be using these lashes, you guys. So yeah, by 9 o'clock she was not here. It was like 9:05 at this point, and she still wasn't here. Which again, I still was not like stressed or worried, because I'm just like, you know, again, she's probably just gonna be late, which is really no big deal, because honestly, y'all, I was rushing that day too as well. So I'm like, you know, at this point, I'm not gonna even really worry about her late fee, because like, girl, I was just in here rushing for you too. So like, honestly, we could just forget that whole thing. So I should have took the red flag of her being super late, but I really didn't want to, because I mean, first of all, things happen. It is definitely like All-Star Weekend in Atlanta. So I'm like, bro, she probably like in all type of traffic and, you know, just all type of stuff. So I wasn't really tripping on her being late. Not gonna lie, I was getting skeptical of like where she was, because again, I did have other plans in between that day and then another client later at 5 p.m. So I wanted to get the ball rolling on her getting her hair done. Put the screenshots up here for sure if I don't remember the time, but it was a little later, after 9, maybe almost close to 9:30, or like somewhere in that range, and she calls me. She texts me on the Facebook Messenger, and she was like, I'm outside. When I saw the messenger text, it was misspelled, but you know, I'm thinking like she's rushing, like it's no, like it's just a typo. Like everybody has typos when they type sometimes, especially when you typing fast. Like, what's a typo, right? So at this point, I'm looking out the doors and everything, trying to see if she's outside, and I don't see a car. So I'm like, okay, that's strange. You're saying you're outside, but I don't see you. At this point, I go outside and I walk all the way outside just to look down the street and everything to see if I see her. And at this point, I still don't see her. In my specific instructions, I tell my clients where to park on purpose, just so they won't ever get blocked in, or it's just not any back and forth. So where I told her to park was a second driveway. She did not park in the second driveway. She parked in the first driveway, which I couldn't see her, and she definitely couldn't see me. But most people don't have a problem with that, and if they do, they'll text me again like, is this the right driveway, da, 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 da. But she didn't do that. So this time, for when I didn't know she was on her way, and also when she did arrive, she also pulled in the wrong area, basically. So I went out, I called her on the phone, I stayed on the phone with her. I was like, hey, do you mind pulling into the second driveway? She was like, okay, yeah, no problem. So boom, when she backs up out the first driveway, she knocks down every light on the first driveway, y'all. Like every light. So okay, whatever. When she pulls out the second driveway, by the time I went back out to try to meet her in the second driveway, she was all the way at the end of the street. Which I don't understand why she did that, but she went all the way to the end of the street. Then I finally saw her, and I'm like, oh, hey, like, it was the same house you was at. You just need to move to the second driveway. Like, I'm right here in the yellow hoodie. Like, you know, come park right here where I'm standing. She was like, oh, okay, I see you. So when she says, oh, I see you, she comes, like, I can hear her car now picking up speed down the street, like, and she and turns in the driveway. Mind y'all, she's driving like a Kia Optima. And then these driveways, you have to be really careful how you pull in, pull out, because, like, you will, like, I don't know, your car will hit that end of the driveway, like, basically. She parks, pull in the second driveway finally, and she gets out the car. She gets out, and I mean, I didn't really, I guess, try to look at her. Not saying look at her that much, but, you know, you're already late. I'm just like, okay, you pull in, you park, you got here good. I'm about to turn around and like guide us to the walkway where we have to go in to start our appointment. I don't really know what else she grabbed with her. I just know she had her hair in the bag, her purse, and she had a coffee cup type of thing. So we walk around to the back of, well, the side of where the second driveway is. We walk around to the back, and then we're about to enter the door to my salon space, right? Before we got to the door, before we walked in the door, she stops and like kind of leans back to me like this, because I'm behind her trying to let her go in before me. She leans back to me like,
I'm tipsy. Can I tell you that?
When she said that, y'all, I was so confused. I did not know what to do, and I'm just like, I'm giggling like kind of nervously now, because I'm like, like, I mean, I guess like, if that's what you want to do, if that's how you feeling, then I mean, I really can't do nothing about it now, can I? Like, whatever. At this point, I'm just like, just keep walking inside, you know. Like, girl, if you lit, you know, like, I guess like that's cool. You're saying you're tipsy, so like that shouldn't be bad, right? So, got her inside. She starts putting her things down in one of my chairs, like her purse and jacket and everything. She puts that down in a chair and gives me her bundles, and we go over to the other part of the salon where I'll sit her down in my chair and we'll start the braiding process, right? We're starting braiding. She's just like, I don't know how to explain to y'all. Like, I want to say rambling down, but in the moment we were just having regular conversation. I'm just like, okay, yeah, girl, you're lit, da 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 da. Like, she got her coffee cup, like she just sipping, like cool. So I'm starting to braid her down and everything, you know, getting her nice foundation right for her sew-in. She was getting a lace closure sew-in, so you know, I'm getting her foundation really right and tight. She's sitting in a chair, you know, steady talking, kind of moving a lot, but again, I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like, me and my clients, we talk, like we joke, you know, so I'm thinking like, girl, whatever, like, you just like, you happy to get your hair done like early, we're just having a nice conversation. This next thing was the third red flag. Her thermal, which she like was sipping on as I was doing her hair, it spilled on the floor. So I'm like, oh dang, like, you know, that's cool, that's okay, because for one, my floors are concrete, like it's easy to clean up, cool. Like, I'm gonna just grab some towels, you know, cool. So as I'm grabbing the towel, she's picking up like her actual cup in the top, the lid part. So I'm reaching to go bend down with the towels and everything to clean up like the liquid, and I get a nice quick stench. Like, when I tell y'all, the alcohol smacked me so hard in my face from just bending down before I'm even touching the alcohol with my towels and everything. I knew right then and there she was lit. I'm cleaning up the alcohol at this point with my towels, and in my head I'm like, yo, like, all this time I'm thinking like it's coffee or, you know, like tea or something, because again, y'all, her appointment was for 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm not thinking anything crazy. I'm not thinking nothing like unusual at all. Her dropping that cup and me having to kind of clean it up was the point I needed to prove like she's like really lit. So in my head now I'm thinking like, wow, she's lit. Hopefully I'll be able to finish her hair before, you know, she gets like too lit. I'll clean it up, we clean up, you know, she sit back in the seat or wherever, we continue to braid her hair. I'm continuing to braid her hair. At this point, I'm done with like the whole half of her head braided down. I just have the next half for her head to do. So I'm braiding like the last braid, I'm telling y'all, through the back or whatever, and she stops me. She was like, wait. She was like,
can I grab something on my bag really quick?
and I'm like, sure, like no problem. Like, you know, my clients be needing like chargers, lip gloss, like their earphones, stuff like that. Like, I'm not about to say, no, you can't go in your bag. Like, why would I tell you that? You guys, as she went to grab her purse was a kind of big purse. It was kind of this big and kind of this big. So she can fit stuff in her purse. So she goes to grab her bag as I'm turning around, and she's grabbing out of her bag like a plastic bag. So I'm like, oh, okay, like maybe she went to the store, she got snacks, right? Whatever, like you're sitting in someone's chair for like 2 hours, 3 hours, like, yeah, girl, get you a snack, right? Cool. Y'all, it was not snacks that she pulled out the bag. This lady pulled out a 4-pack of the little Sweeter Homes. I'm gonna put it up here on the screen what I'm talking about. The mini wine bottle, Sweeter Homes. I don't know how to, I think I'm pronouncing it right. But she pulled out the 4-pack of the Sweeter Homes bottles, mini bottles of wine. And out of the whole pack, only one was left, bro. Only one was left. And she pulled this out of her purse at 9-10 o'clock in the morning, because at this point it's like 10 o'clock because she came late, so it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, right? Okay, so at this point I'm like so shocked, y'all. Like, I'm very shocked. Like, I did not know what to do, because this has never happened to me before. Like, this was something very new. I just didn't know what to do. I'm thinking in my head like, yo, like, long as she don't get too lit, then we should be good. Like, we should be good. So she sit down, she pops open that bottle while she's getting her hair done. Like, I did not expect her to really, like, I guess drink it. I don't know, like, I did not expect her to drink it. And honestly, when she did that, that should have been my call to be like, okay, sis, like, you got to tell her something, or to tell her like, ma'am, you can't drink that. But I just really did not know what to think, because when she first came, she put on a very like okay show. Like, she was good, like, you know, like, I didn't think nothing of it. We continue trying to braid down her hair, and at this point she is getting like really lit off of this little bottle, and plus whatever she had in that cup, because that cup smelled like straight alcohol. It didn't smell like wine. It smelled like a straight, like, mixed drink, like a hard liquor drink. She got this bottle, and basically she just chugging it as I'm braiding her hair. And the last straw I had with her with this bottle was she's chugging it, she's talking to me. She got the bottle like this, and she got the cape on, my cape that I put on my clients, and she's like wasting the alcohol on the cape. Then it rolls off the cape and rolls down on my shoe. And at that point, I'm like, yo, I gotta say something. So I told her, I was like, excuse me, I'm like, can you please put that down until we are done braiding your hair and, you know, like, done with your install, because I can't work like this with liquids just dropping all low on me, you know, type of thing. And then it's alcohol, like, you're under the influence at this point. She was like,
okay, yeah, I'm sorry, like, I'll do whatever you want.
So she put the bottle down on the little table. So she puts that down, and at this point, she's sitting in my chair like this, y'all. Like, I kid you not, I'm about to show y'all. She's sitting in my chair just like this. And, like, she's moving. And, like, at one point, like, she can't hold her balance. All I know is in less than 5 seconds, this lady goes forward and she tumbles on the floor. This lady fell out my chair while I was braiding her hair. I was blowed right then. I was very, very, very blowed. Very blowed, because I knew she was lit, but I did not know she was going to get to the point where she could not hold herself up. That's what had pissed me off the most, because I'm like, yo, I feel like everybody should know their limit. I don't know her, so I didn't expect that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think I had to look for that. So, okay. So at this point, she fell out of her chair. So my first thing is, of course, I'm in my head like, dang, like, bro, this is really happening. But two, now I gotta think quick, because I'm like, this lady didn't fell out of the chair. She's on the floor, like, getting up, but she's collapsing again because she's so, like, lit that she can't sit up, y'all. She could not sit up. She could not sit up. She could not sit up at all. So at this point, my boyfriend is like in the same vicinity as me. So I'm texting him and I'm like, babe, like, please, like, in a sense, like, please don't leave for work. And I'll put it on the message that I sent him, because I'm like, bro, my client is drunk. Like, my client is drunk. So I text my boyfriend, I'm like, man, my client is drunk. Like, I really need help, type of thing, because either I gotta get her out of here, or gotta call the police, or gotta call somebody that she know. So I'm thinking back, oh yeah, when she got here, she did call her mom to show her mom, like, my salon space. Like,
It's so cute in here, or it's pink in here.
da, 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 da. So my first thing was thinking, like, bro, where's this lady's phone? And then I asked her, I was like, where's your keys? Like, mind y'all, she's still on the floor. So, like, at this point, now I'm going into OD, like, psychiatrist mode. So I'm trying to tell her, like, can you please, like, try to sit up? Like, don't get up, but sit up, because at this point, y'all, she can't walk on her. Like, she's very discombobulated. I finally get her phone. Good thing, great thing. And I thank God that she had a phone where it was the face ID, where I didn't have to, like, really type in her password. I just had to put it in her face and then unlock. So I remember when she was on FaceTime with her mom, it was a Facebook Messenger like video chat. So I went to the last video chat I saw in her contacts, y'all, and I called that number and I explained to her mom, like, we had an incident. This lady, and I'm gonna just go back to why I say it was an incident, because from when she fell on her chair, and she did hurt herself, like, the top of her mouth was kind of bust. Like, it wasn't kind of bust, it was bleeding. So now I'm extra like, I don't know what to do, because I'm seeing blood. If anybody know me, I do not like blood. Like, I hate the sight of blood. Like, it makes me really uncomfortable. So, like, I didn't know what to do. Only thing I could do was think of getting her a towel and something so she can try to, you know, get herself together, because I can't touch that. I wasn't even, I couldn't touch that. So I got her calling her mom at this point, and, like, she's so lit to the fact of, like, when she's calling her mom, she's, like, hanging up, and I'm trying to tell her mom, like, what's going on, da, 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 da. Bigger backstory, y'all. They are, like, she is not originally from Georgia or Atlanta or just the United States in general. She is from Israel. So I called her mom, thinking her mom was in the same area we was in to come and get her, but her mom's overseas in Israel, y'all. What am I supposed to do now? Her mom, and her mom just trying to calm her down. So basically me and her mom gave me a contact to a sister and then a brother. Try to get in contact with the sister. Mind y'all, I'm doing all of this on this lady's phone while she is like not in capacity to do anything. So I'm on this lady's phone. I'm calling like the girl number that she gave me, the brother number, and I'm telling them what's going on. And mind y'all, like everybody is so mad at the fact, and like I can tell my client, she really was like disappointed, but yet she was still so out of it. She really didn't know what she was doing. You get what I'm saying? We talked about it with the sister. So the sister was like, basically what you're gonna have to do is call a Lyft from the client's phone to call it for her brother, send it to her brother so the brother can catch the Uber to me so they can drive her car back. And they wanted to drive her car back because, for one, this lady was trying to call a Lyft for herself, and then she was trying to leave. But like I said, when she first fell, I grabbed her phone and I already asked her where her keys was. Good thing her keys was already in the car, so she couldn't just like, you know, walk out and leave if she did try to like get aggressive with me. Finally ended up calling the Lyft for her brother. And mind y'all, I had to call this Lyft from the lady phone for the brother in Sandy Springs. The brother had to come from Sandy Springs to Riverdale, Georgia to get his sister to drive the car back to wherever, you know, in Sandy Springs, to where they live. That was a good 45-minute wait for him to get from Sandy Springs to to Riverdale, Georgia in a Lyft. For those 45 minutes, I had to babysit this grown lady who came to her 9 o'clock appointment drunk. I'm confused. In those 45 minutes, it got worse. Like, y'all thought that was it. It got worse. I'm trying to like steady give her water and everything, trying to keep in contact with her family on that end, you know, let my family, let my friends know. I even text my friends like, y'all, like my client is drunk. Like, I was just such in disbelief, but it was like I was close to snapping because it's like, why would somebody come here like that? But then I was very much like, I was kind of very concerned for her because I'm like, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. What's going on? And two, I'm not letting you drive. I would not feel comfortable to finish this lady hair and to let her drive and possibly like hurting herself, killing herself, hurting someone else, or killing someone else. I could not do that. Waiting those 45 minutes, trying to make sure she's getting bottled water, like she's, you know, hydrated, because the last thing I want to do is now have somebody throw up or something in my space. Like, I would have been through. Like, I think that level, like, I would have been through. Now I got her sitting in like my kind of sitting area with the pink chair until you know, her brother comes to get her. So like my pink chair, if I can explain it well, I wish I had a picture. But the pink chair, it's like a lounge chair. You know, it's very, very soft. And I always keep a blanket over it. So what I did, I just moved my blanket. I told her to lean back, you know, in that chair until your brother get here. So she was leaning back or whatever. Cool. She got up. She asked me, she's like, is there a bathroom? So I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm, you know, walking with her to the bathroom because I don't want her to fall. But I know she's drunk at this point because she's like slurring her words. She cannot walk straight, you guys. Like, I damn near had to hold her up as much, like, you know what I'm saying, like to get to the bathroom type stuff. I walked to the bathroom. She's walking to the bathroom, and before she could get in the bathroom door, y'all, she's already pulling down her pants. So like, you know, like I got flashed and things like that. So I'm like, wow. Like in my head, I'm still like, wow, but still trying to keep it calm. Mind y'all, through all this, I did have my mask on. I did not let that mask slip off. I did not care. I just stood by the door just to make sure, like, you know, she don't hurt herself, like she don't fall in the bathroom. Because I'm like, bruh, at this point, anything can happen. She cannot be on her own. I hear the toilet flush or whatever. She was about to come out, y'all. At this point, I was like, whoa. I was like, I picked up the little soap thing and I was like, open your hands, like, come on, let's wash your hands. Like, and I'm babysitting this lady, like, so I'm like, come on, like, wash your hands. So like, she washed her hands and everything. I hand her a paper towel and we walked back over into my salon space. So y'all, she sits back down. She sat back down for a little while. At this point, I started cleaning up because I'm like, I'm not finished her hair up today. So I'm trying to clean up, make sure all her stuff is together. So when her brother gets here, I can just walk her out to her car you know, walk her to him and they can go about their way. About 10-15 minutes pass. Again, I'm checking the phone and I'm like, okay, like he like 20 minutes away now. So I'm like, all right, just make sure you got everything, 15 minutes pass. She asks like, can I go to the bathroom again? So I'm like, okay, yeah. So now I'm like, yeah, bruh, she is lit. Like, she's lit. Like, she's lit. Cause I'm like, you just went to the bathroom, you gotta go again. Like, the alcohol is running through you. You're lit. As she was getting up out of my pink chair from, you know, sitting down for about 15 more minutes, I noticed it was a stain in my chair. A stain in my chair. If you're a female, I just want you to catch my drift. It was a stain in my chair as this lady was getting up to go to the bathroom for the second time. I can't even tell y'all how long I didn't have this pink chair. That pink chair, I've had that pink chair as part of like my room decorations and everything since I was a teenager. Matter of fact, since I was in like middle school. So for this pink chair just to get ruined, when I tell y'all it was a big stain, like it was a big stain. I believe in my heart that that stain was mixed with pee and monthly things. I couldn't even process that right now. I just peeped it and I just walked her to the bathroom again. And surely as my name is Pajon, I'm walking her to the bathroom. This time she didn't close the bathroom all the way. And when she got up off the toilet the second time, I guess she waited on me to like make sure I'm washing her hands and shit. I'm making sure her hands stuff washed, but she did not flush the toilet, y'all. I wish she would have flushed the toilet because I'm looking over to the sink part, but of course I can see the toilet. So I'm looking at I freaking hurry up and looked at the toilet and it was red and I'm like,
yo, this lady got freaking period blood on my seat.
She got period blood soaked in my cushiony chair that is very relaxing. When I tell y'all, I was so blown. Like at this point, I'm in my head, I'm like, bro, this seat is yours. So came from the bathroom again after she washed her hands. She sat down. I told her, can you please just lay back until your brother get here? At this point, I checked the Lyft app again to see how far he was. He was like probably, he had to be like 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away at this point. So at this point, I'm getting her stuff together. Like, bro, it's almost time to go. She's just sitting here the whole time, basically like, you know, apologizing. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, can you be my hairstylist? Like, please don't block me. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, you had to do this before. Because when she sat there and asked me, she was like,
have any of your clients ever came to you drunk?
And in my head, I'm like, no, ma'am. Like, no. And that's how I was like, no, like, we can't work like that. So no, none of my clients had ever came to me drunk. After she asked that, you know, her brother was down there close and she was like,
I'm so sorry. Like, you gotta be my hairstylist for life. Like, the next time you see me, I promise it won't be like this.
I was like, look, boo. And I was being straight up with her. I'm like, look, boo. Like, it's not even about me doing your hair, being your hairstylist for life. Right now, I'm concerned about you getting home safe because I could care less about your hair right now. She was like,
I'll pay you anything. I'll pay you anything to finish my hair. I'll pay you anything you want. Like, just let me know how much you want. Like, I got you.
And I'm just like, I don't want you to pay me nothing. And like, when I was talking to her family and everything, they was like, did she pay you yet? And I'm like, no, because, you know, I don't take payments before I'm done with my services. Like, I take payments after I'm done with my services. So like, no, I didn't take a payment. Like, I didn't want her money. Like, I really didn't because I felt bad. I'm just like, bro, she sent me this money and I didn't do her hair. She won't even probably remember. So, like, I just didn't want that to be a problem either. Her brother pulls up. I walk her outside. Well, I also had to give her a bonnet, one of my bonnets, because I'm just like, I felt bad for just letting her walk out half hair done type thing. Like, I felt really bad. Gave her the bonnet, and as I was walking her outside, before they got in the car, I'm just like, yeah, just, you know, y'all drive safe or whatever. I really didn't know what else to say. So I didn't want to be the judge of too much. Like, I'm not judging you or anything, because I really don't know what's going on. But, like, it's crazy that this happened to me. So I walked her to the car, and she walks up to her own car and tries to get in the driver's seat. And the brother's like,
hey, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, get in the passenger side.
She didn't get in the passenger side. She got in the back. She closed the door, and I'm pretty sure she laid down. I don't know. brother, he was just asking like, well, basically he was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, did she pay you? Did she pay you? So I'm like, nah, she didn't pay me. And I was about to say like, I didn't really want it type of thing. So he basically gets her phone from her, open her Cash App, and sends me some money. And I'm just like, I mean, thank you, but you know, like, I don't know. I just felt really bad, y'all. Like, I honestly can't believe that happened to me. I was really shocked. I just hope that I honestly hope that she is okay. That's my story time for today, y'all. My first ever drunk client. My client came to me very much drunk. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to hear more of some client story times, let me know. Get this video to maybe 20 likes. Share this video to your friends. Who knows? Like, I don't know, y'all, but yeah. Let me know if you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.